Good morning and welcome students. Today here I am with one more video of class 9. Today we are going to start the chapter A Visit to Kaziranga and Sibsagar by Shruti Manadwara. It's a very easy chapter. It's long but quite easy. Here we are going to discuss about the chapter, and the chapter is all about Kaziranga and Sibsagar, one of the two most significant places of India. So here you will come to know why Kaziranga and Sibsagar is famous for. What kind of things we can find in Sibsagar and Kaziranga. The chapter is all about that. The author is narrating this particular essay through two characters, actually through a family. And during the summer vacation, the family is going out to a visit. First, they spent a night at Kaziranga, and then they went straight to Sibsagar, and they spent a couple of nights there as well. And through those characters, the author is very nicely and beautifully narrating about Kaziranga and Sibsagar. So let's see how does the author explain about Kaziranga and Sibsagar to the chapter A Visit to Kaziranga and Sibsagar. Lohit and Trisha got up early in the morning before their mother could wake them up. Usually they loved to sleep till late in the morning when they had no school. But that morning they were too excited to sleep. So Lohit and Trisha, these are the two characters, they got up quite early in the morning. They had a habit of sleep till late hours when there is no school, when there was vacation is going on. But on that day, although it was vacation, they got up early in the morning because they were quite excited about a fact. And the reason behind their excitement is that on that particular morning, they were supposed to go to Kaziranga and Sibsagar, and that particular fact made them quite excited, and that particular thing not allowed them to sleep till late hours. Their parents would be taking them to Sibsagar. On their way, they would spend a night at Kaziranga. Every year, in the past, during their school holidays, their father took them to different places, sometimes outside Assam, sometimes within Assam. So that particular morning, they were about to go to Kaziranga. So, whenever they had school holidays, particularly during the long vacations, their parents always take them to visit various places, sometimes within Assam and sometimes outside Assam. Assam is a unique land with tea gardens, ancient temples, national parks, historical monuments, and whatnot. Their father said, "You should know your own state." So this time, their parents, particularly their father, decided to take them to Kaziranga and Sibsagar because according to him, Assam is quite unique kind of land, because in Assam one can find ancient temples, national parks, historical monuments as well. And according to the father, every children should learn about their own land where they take birth. Last year they had visited their uncle who lived in Tezpur, but Lohit and Trisha enjoyed their stay there so much that they wanted to go there again. But their father said, "This time I will take you to Sibsagar." In the last vacation, their father took them to Tezpur, and both Trisha and Lohit enjoyed that particular vacation so much that this year also they wanted to go to Tezpur. But their father told, "No, this time I will not take you to Tezpur. Instead, I will take you to Sibsagar." What is there to see in Sibsagar? Let's go to uncle's house in Tezpur, Lohit pleaded. So when the father told that this time I will take you to Sibsagar, Lohit was not very excited about that. So he asked his father, why we should go to Shivsagar? What is there to be seen in Shivsagar? So he insisted his father that he should take them to Tezpur once again. Don't you want to see new places? You have already seen Tezpur. We will go there again someday. But this time, let me take you to Shivsagar. Then the father told that, don't you want to see new places? Okay, I will take you to Tezpur some other day. But this time, let me take you to Shivsagar. Let me tell you about the place. It was formerly known as Rangpur. It was the capital of the Ahom kings from 1699 to 1788. You can see many tanks, many palaces and beautiful temples of that period of time. You will love to see them. Then the father told that before I take you to Shivsagar, let me tell you something about Shivsagar. He told that formerly Shivsagar known as Rangpur, and it was a capital of Ahom kingdom since 1699 to 1788. And he also told Lohit that if you go to Shivsagar, then you can see many tanks, big ponds, that means, and many ancient palaces, beautiful temples of the Ahom period. On our way, we can stay for a night at Kaziranga, their mother suggested. Then the mother suggested that since we are going to Shivsagar, Kaziranga will be on our way. So it will be better if we stay a night at Kaziranga and stay and see something there. It will be good. Oh, lovely, Lohit said, clapping his hands. He can take an elephant. We can take an elephant ride and see the rhino. So Lohit was very delighted about that particular fact. When a mother gave the particular proposal that they could stay a night at Kaziranga as well, Lohit was quite excited and he told that they could visit Kaziranga on elephant's back, that is elephant safari. And they can also see the one-horned rhino, for which Kaziranga is famous for. As the day of their visit dawned, Lohit and Trisa grew quite excited. They would get to see both Kaziranga, the world-renowned national park, and Shivsagar, a famous historical town. So, finally, that particular day arrived when they visited Kaziranga and Shivsagar. And these two places quite significant because Kaziranga is one of the renowned national park of India, and Shivsagar, which is one of the famous historical town of Assam as well as India. The morning arrived and they started their journey in their own car. By early afternoon, they reached Kaziranga. So, early part of the morning, they started their journey on their own car. And during the afternoon, they finally reached Kaziranga. Wake up, their mother called out, we have arrived. Lohit and Trisa, who had fallen asleep on the back seat of the car, woke up. So Lohit and Trisa both fell asleep because they got up early in the morning. And when finally they reached Kaziranga, their mother woke them up. They checked in at a hotel that had large compound. After freshening up, they sat on the camp chair in one corner of the veranda and started to enjoy the greenery around. So they booked a hotel, and which was quite big actually. The compound was also quite big, and they take some rest in the chairs which are made of can, and they also enjoyed the greenery around Kaziranga from the hotel. Can I go to see the rhino? Lohit asked. No, not today. We'll go tomorrow early in the morning, his father said. So Lohit was very excited. He wanted to go out and see the rhinos right now. But father told, no, it is too late. We will go to see rhino tomorrow early in the morning. On elephant back, asked Lohit, his eyes shining with excitement. He wanted to confirm from his father whether they will visit Kaziranga on elephant's back. And yes, his father smiled. Kaziranga is called a national park. What is a national park? Lohit asked. Lohit knew one thing, that is what that Kaziranga is called as a national park, but he don't know what is national park. Why Kaziranga is called a national park, He don't know anything about that. That is why he asked his father why Kaziranga is called as National Park. It is a park that used for conservation purposes. We have the rare one-horned rhinoceros that we need to conserve. Then the father told Lohit that why Kaziranga is called as National Park, because Kaziranga is a park which is used for conservation purposes. জীৱ-জন্তু সংৰক্ষণ কৰিবলৈ ইয়াক ৰখা হয়. And in Kaziranga, you can see rhinoceros, and that particular species of animal must be conserved by the people of Assam. আমি তাক সংৰক্ষণ কৰিবই লাগিব. Are there only rhinos in this big park? Asked Lohit. So Kaziranga is quite big park. He wanted to know from his father whether only rhinos can be seen in Kaziranga. Of course not, you silly boy, laughed his sister. There are elephants and birds too. Then his sister told, no, Kaziranga is not, you can't see only rhinos there. Apart from rhinos, you can see various animals and birds in Kaziranga. In fact, it is a park gifted with a wide variety of flora and fauna, and is a home to animals like wild water buffaloes, Indian wild boar, sambar, barking deer, hog deer, leopard, Indian grey mongoose, white-browed gibbon, and and their mother. So the mother interfered in the conversation between Lohit and Trisa. Trisa told that one can see various kinds of animals and birds in Kaziranga. Then the mother told that not only birds and animals, you can see a wide range of flora and fauna at Kaziranga. Flora means varieties kind of trees, herbs, and fauna means varieties of animals, birds, etc. You can see a wide range of birds, animals, and plantations in Kaziranga as well. And she also gave an example of what kind of animals one can see at Kaziranga. They are wild boar, sambar, barking deer, hog deer, leopard, Indian grey mongoose, white-browed gibbon, and many others. And monkey, Lohit quickly put in. Whether there is monkey, Lohit quickly asked. Yes, you will be one more of them, said his sister laughing. So, Lohit's sister Trisa, every now and then she had a habit of pulling Lohit's leg. When Lohit asked whether one can see monkey there, then his sister told, yes, monkeys are available in Kaziranga. Since you arrived in Kaziranga, one more monkey is added here. There are lots of cap langurs, also called leaf monkeys. Are there any snakes? This asks. So, the two kind of species of monkeys can be seen in Kaziranga, that is cap langurs. And cap langurs are also called as leaf monkeys. Trisa wanted to know whether snakes are available in Kaziranga or not. Yes, said their mother, and tortoises. So yes, monkeys are available, and apart from monkeys, one can see many tortoises in Kaziranga as well. Do you know Kaziranga is a World Heritage Site? The UNESCO declared Kaziranga a World Heritage Site in 1985, father said. Then the father gave one more information to Trisa and Lohit. That is what? Kaziranga is recognized as World Heritage Site. In 1985, UNESCO had declared that Kaziranga is a World Heritage Site of the world. Meaning absolutely, but Lohit don't know what is World Heritage Site. She wanted to explain by his father what is World Heritage Site. Meaning he explained a place that is listed by the UNESCO as of special significance. The UNESCO feels the need to preserve such sites in the interest of the international community. Then the father explained what is exactly World Heritage Site. He told Lohit that the UNESCO is an internationally recognized organization, and they used to certify some of those places of the world as World Heritage Site, but those places must have some special significance. And Kaziranga has its special significance, and UNESCO truly believe that this kind of place should be conserved and preserved for the international interest. So that is why in 1985, UNESCO has declared Kaziranga as World Heritage Site. What is the full form of UNESCO? Lohit asked. Lohit wanted to know from his father what is the full form of UNESCO. I know it but forgot, Trisha said. It is United Nations. Trisha remembered a little bit about the full form of UNESCO. That is why she tried to tell, but she got confused. Then her mother came forward and told the full form of UNESCO to both Trisha and Lohit. The full form of UNESCO is, you also have to remember this, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. How old is this park, Ma? So they wanted to know how old the National Park Kaziranga is. Actually, the history of Kaziranga as a protected area can be traced back in 1904. There is a long story behind it. Now the mothers came forward to tell them the history of Kaziranga. So she told both Trisha and Lohit that the Kaziranga is considered as a protected area back in 1904, and there is a story behind it. Tell us the story, Ma, said Trisha, who was always curious to know about places. So Trisha wanted to know the story, what his mother is referring to, and she's quite a curious kind of girl. She wanted to know about the places. While in 1904, Mary Curzon visited Kaziranga. She was the wife of Lord Curzon, then the then Viceroy of India. She had heard that Kaziranga was famous for rhinos, but she could not find a single rhino there. So in 1904, Mary Curzon, she was the wife of Lord Curzon, and Lord Curzon was the Viceroy of India at that particular time. She heard that Kaziranga is famous for rhinos, so that is why she came to Kaziranga only to see rhinos. But unfortunately, when she came there, she could not find a single rhino there. She requested her husband to take measures immediately to protect these rhinos. Soon after, in 1905, the Kaziranga proposed reserve forest was created. So since she was disheartened because she could not find a single rhino there, that is why she came back and told his husband Lord Curzon that Kaziranga should be protected so that rhinos could survive there. So in 1905, the Kaziranga proposed reserve forest was created. Slowly the park grew in size. In 1916, it was named Kaziranga Game Sanctuary. Since Kaziranga was declared as protected area in 1905, the park began to expand. So that is why in 1916, it was renamed again, and that name was Kaziranga Game Sanctuary. Visitors were allowed to enter the park. Hunting was strictly prohibited. Then in 1950, the name was again changed. So when Kaziranga was declared as Kaziranga Game Sanctuary in 1916, and the park grew quite wider and wider, so it became a center of attraction for people. So that is why people are allowed to visit and see Kaziranga, but hunting was strictly prohibited. And in 1950, Kaziranga was renamed again. Why didn't they like the name? Asked Lohit. So Lohit wanted to know why did it change its name once again? Why? So she wanted to know whether they didn't like the name or what. So why the name of Kaziranga was changed once again, and what is the new name was given after Kaziranga, and few more things about Kaziranga as well as Shivsagar. We'll discuss about them in the next class. Thank you very much.